Might as well just dive right into it, huh?
Might as well.
All right.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. You are watching to/listening to the McAllister Hours. I am your host, as always, Cole McAllister. And today, I'm joined by another local Des Moines rapper here in the area, JandroBands.
Bomb! You know the Bro,
How you doing today, man?
and I'm tired.
Tired?
I'm tired.
You just wake up?
Yeah, I had a late studio session. So,
Oh, late studio section? Fuck. Oh, wait, what were you working on in the studio last night? What was
last night, it was more me focusing on the album that's coming soon.
Okay. Any details on when that's dropping, or?
I don't have a set date for it yet. I want it to come out relatively later this year. Like, if it does come out this year, probably December, but by latest March, April next year.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like you're putting a lot of time into it, so that's obviously important.
Especially because it's my first one. And
it's your first official album. Oh, okay.
So, and then with that, it's like it's self-titled, but I titled it my real name. So it's like but it's also me telling my story.
I see. So, are you like with an LLC, or do you have a producer? What's all going into that when you're?
Just me.
It's just you? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you buying those beats then, or are you making them? How's that work?
I get some made from local producers because I try to stay in house.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's important. Definitely. Well, before we get into it, how I'm assuming your name is Alejandro. Is that okay? So is that kind of where JandroBands comes from?
Yeah.
Or?
So actually, I got the name JandroBands from a long time ago. I was in Job Corps, and I was selling food.
Okay.
Because people up there selling cigarettes, I'm like, bro, I can't sell cigarettes. I'm not even old enough. I'm 16. But I'm like, okay, so not everybody smokes, but everybody eats, and I'm fat, so like I always had food already. So I'm like, bro, I could make a profit off this. And then there was like a couple times where like in Job Corps, if you got $200, that's a lot of money. Because it just was. You was only getting paid like $23 every 2 weeks. So then it got to a point where I was having thousands. I had like $1,000 one day. Everybody's like, bro, you're JandroBands. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just run with them.
Damn.
So then that's actually why I started actually rapping too. Because when I started rapping, like I was a producer first. But then I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna just try rapping. So that's how it happened.
Damn. Fuck yeah. What age did you start doing that? Did you start rapping?
16.
Okay. How old are you now?
I'm 20.
Okay. So you've been 4 years. That's been a good run.
Yeah. Took a year break.
Year break. You're off. It's not a bad idea to do that, man. I found I mainly focus on here, but I've done plenty of I've rapped and I've done plenty of music stuff. It's good to have that 6 to 12 months where you just take some sauce and you just do your own thing.
That was actually just recently too, because when I dropped Alejandro Must Die V1, like I put that together in 2 days.
Really? Mm-hmm. Just kind of so almost like the Lil Wayne mentality where you're just kind of throwing it together.
I just threw it together, and I'm like, okay, I got it. Cause when I took a break, January this year, I dropped. It was an older song that I had. It was called Capping, and I dropped it just to see what it would do. It was like, oh, you rapping now? I'm like, all right, let me throw something together now. So then I put together Alejandro Must Die V1, and then people are messing with it. So I'm like, all right, then I gotta come, drop a couple singles, and then it was like, all right, that's cool, but we need a V2. So then, bam, V2 came out.
There you go, and you're putting all those together. You're self-producing all of it.
Yep. Everything is put together myself. I was recording myself, like even all the way until now. I recorded "Drip Don't Lie" by myself. I recorded everything.
That was a dope track. I've been having issues with copyright. Not to say that yours isn't, but just for my sake, I've been trying to get away from doing showcases. But I will share your SoundCloud link in the description. Everybody check that out. That's a good track. I don't know. It's kind of that beat in itself has always been kind of a guilty pleasure one for me.
Yeah.
Like fuck, somebody could, it's Shakira, but somebody could fucking rap to this, like hella,
And it's crazy how that came about, because that beat, I was just really on YouTube looking for beats. So I was like, all right, well, then I heard it, I was like, okay. Dun, 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 dun. And then when the hits came in, I'm like, yeah, I could do something. So I loaded it up and freestyled it. I didn't write anything on it.
So what is like your writing process then? Are you doing a lot of writing? Are you doing a lot more freestyle? How's that all work?
So some songs I'll freestyle, and then some songs I'll write. But like when I write, it's just I'll think of one bar, bam, then it just comes, bam, 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 bam. Then the next thing I know, I have a full song. But my problem was early on was I didn't know how to write hooks. And so that's something I've been working on. And then a long, long time ago, I used to write poetry. So I'm like, all right, well that's gonna help. But I never did like Movement 515. Even though shout out to them because I have a lot of friends that did it. So I'm like, all right, well, let me just put something together.
Yeah, well, I mean, poetry and hip hop definitely go hand in hand.
Of course.
I was listening to, I think it was V2. What was it? Alejandro Must Die.
Yeah, Alejandro Must Die V2. That's the newer one.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening to the intro track, and he did some poetry.
Yep, that was. Yep.
So what was that all about? I was kind of half listening to it as I was getting everything ready. What was that like whole intro go into?
The intro is really just because the whole name for V2 is Alejandro Must Die V2, the Ballad of Lil Alex. Because when I was younger, until like 6th grade, everybody used to call me Alex. But like I don't like that nickname. But everybody called me that, so it's like the story of Lil Alex.
I see. So Alejandro is your legal name, and then everybody just kind of shortened it to Alex. Yeah. Is that common for Alejandro?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because Alejandro in English is Alex.
Oh, I see.
Well, it's Alexander, but then you shorten Alexander.
Yeah.
Alex.
That's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep, I got that name from my grandma. Rest in peace.
Okay, so that's actually a pretty good segue. What's your background here? Are you from Des Moines originally? Okay? What area did you grow up in?
Really all over, but then when I was younger, I moved around a lot. But then I moved to Florida for a little bit, and then came back, and then I lived on the west side.
Okay, how long did you live in Florida?
I go back and forth like 6 months, a year.
Oh, really? So, what's your take on Florida? Shit's kind of crazy over there right now.
I got cousins up there, bro. It's crazy. We need to go. We need to get up there. Bro, don't bring that Rona up there, up here. Don't do that. No, sir.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it's not good as it is. I mean, don't be spreading that from Florida. Fuck.
Oh, I don't even drink Coronas.
I've noticed they really steered away from that, calling it Corona. They're just like, now it's COVID, They're keeping it straight up and professional. So I was always
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
It's COVID-19, not coronavirus.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the really crazy thing about this is like, it's COVID-19. We could, shortly be seeing COVID-20, COVID-21, like... That's kind of the thing about this whole thing. Yeah. Well, and there's obviously been other cases of COVID, but this is like, from what I understand, because it's jumped. The fact that it's jumped from a bat to a human has made something that we've never seen before. So it's potentially hazardous for the future. But anyways, so continuing with your background in hip hop, you said you got started at 16.
Yep, and it's crazy because with hip hop, I didn't even start listening to hip hop to really heavily until 2014.
Wow.
So 2014 is when I started rapping.
Okay.
2014 is when I started listening to rap, and 2016 is when I started rapping.
Okay. So who were your big influences when you were who were you listening to when you were starting out?
When I started out, honestly, G Herbo.
Who was that? Sorry.
G Herbo, Lil Herb.
I'm not familiar.
If people tell me I sound like him all the time, but I hear it too. But I would say definitely G Herbo. Everybody, if you listen to Herbo, you can hear it in me. But then I'd have to say Lil Wayne with all my remixes.
Oh yeah,
that's definitely a Wayne trait.
Oh yeah, well he just
he bodied everything.
He there was a point in his career where he just refused to write. He I was watching a documentary. He just spit for a couple hours straight, just all the shit he had written down. Yeah, really interesting character.
Really just the Chicago era drill music, because when I first started listening to rap music, it was around that time. But then then there was, so this is what I did. So I would listen to her. I was like, all right, well, what are his influences? Okay, you got Jadakiss, you got Lil Wayne, you got these other artists. All right, let me check them out. All right, then go to their influences. So then, and then I was like, okay, well, he has, and then Herb got a song with Boom. So then, all right, so Lil Baby, go to his influences. And then that's how my playlist came up to how it is today.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing. It's all about branching out. That's kind of staying away from hip hop, but like, rock, that's kind of a genre that's probably at prime and it's kind of aging at this point. But you can really see the, how that's branched out since like the 40s and 50s. It's fucking nuts. Hip hop is heading there. I think this last decade has been huge. And
yeah, because I was listening to Cordae song the other day, and it's like, now it's crazy how hip hop's the number one genre as the time passed. Nobody thought it would be. Yeah,
it isn't crazy to think how 20, 30 years ago, like, there were old people just fucking pissed, and they were like,
I wasn't even alive yet.
I grew up in like conservative small town Iowa, and that shit was banned in my house. Which I think when you have that situation, that like strengthens your desire to.
That's exactly what it was for me, because I would hip hop was played in my house, but it was like SPM, and don't get me wrong, I love listening to SPM, but it's like artists like that, and it's like, all right, like, I fuck with this is cool, but wait, I cuss on here?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, this cool, but I feel like there's something missing. So then I was listening to then I would start listening to like Chief Keef and everybody like that. I'm like, all right, this is cool.
Fuck yeah. Like, just like laid back and just all that stuff.
It's back when it was savage. It was dress swinging, everything.
So you fuck with, or you said Dre? Yeah, I think you said Drake. Do you fuck with Drake? See that really. We had a guy, Drakey Bands actually was his name. Obviously a huge influence. I don't know. He put out some good stuff, but I mean, I don't think he's the GOAT or anything like that. To be honest,
I think he fell off.
Oh, 110%.
I think he fell off.
He sold out.
Like back when Take Care came out, bro. Every time I get in my box, Marvin's Rooms come instantly. Marvin's Room, instantly. That was the go-to. And y'all know. You done played Marvin's Room in your room. You done played it when you was heartbroken, especially way back when you had to text people off other people's phone. Don't text back. This is not my phone. Literally. You done played that song in your room. But yeah,
those are different times. I've noticed like on your SoundCloud you have like quite an outreach. Like you're getting K's and you're So I guess I'm just curious, like for a lot of people like myself who have not reached the limit, or not the limit, reached the number of like getting K's on listens. Do you have any advice or like any methods that you have to like getting your stuff that high up?
Spam people.
Okay.
Spam your links. As like, all right, so I'll drop a song. And with Drip Don't Lie, what I did was I went to every Shakira fan page, because as soon as you turn Drip Don't Lie on, you hear the and they're gonna be like, oh, this the Shakira beat, this Hips Don't Lie. But then they're gonna be like, okay, but the beat right. So then by that point, I'm coming on where I hit my whistle. Then it's like, okay, then I'll listen to it. If they mess with it, cool, I'm with that. If not, it's cool too.
Damn. That's
somebody gonna rock with your music. You just gotta know how to get it out there. It's all about promotion.
So you're just going to like fan pages, boards, like is like Facebook, or where are you going?
Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram and Twitter. See, I don't fuck with Twitter. I think it's kind of a cesspool, to be honest.
Man, bro, Twitter, bro, I'm telling you, people like, bro, to be honest, Twitter is a better porn site than Pornhub. No cap.
It's fucking true.
Like, I'd be scared to open Twitter around my parents or at church, bro. I remember one time I did, pastor was like, what is that on your phone? So I was, Twitter? That is the devil. Whoa. Well, I had to delete my account for like 60 days. I was hurt.
Damn. I'm experiencing I don't know what the fuck's going on with the audio. So we're going to take a quick break here, figure out what's going on with the audio, and we'll be right back.
All right,
what the fuck?
Test 1 2 1 2 test. You want to give it another try? Dope. Okay. What break? There wasn't a pause there. We were just.
Oh.
No, I don't know what that was really weird. That was like a Ghost of Machine. I don't know. Too many podcasts have gone through this equipment, I guess. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh no, man.
So, anyways, you're talking about what was it? You spam people. You're going on just spam pages.
Spamming people, and then I was just watching an interview with BFP Pac-Man, and he was literally doing the same thing. And look how it turned out for him. Now he has a song with Sada Baby going crazy. He's literally just being funny the entire time. So it's like, what if I legit rapped and did it? Somebody gonna mess with it. Think about it. You send out your link 100 times. Somebody's bound to open it. Somebody's bound to listen.
It's definitely true. Well, I guess that's good advice for people who are, still trying to get their stuff out there, still trying to figure that out. Keep fucking pushing.
Just
keep doing it.
Just keep going.
But going back to the Twitter, like how there's more fucking porn on Twitter. My God,
bro. Oh my gosh, like you open Twitter, bro. I promise you'll see some better shit on there than Pornhub.
For real. And the thing is, like, the most normal, not normal, but like, regular pages, non-pornographic pages, like just repost stuff.
Literally.
Yeah. So you gotta like, I remember one time
you gotta turn your phone when you folks open it, like.
Yeah, you gotta hold it like this.
Bro, you gotta. All right, we good now. And then you still might have to. Oh, whoa! You weren't supposed to see that. Whoa!
You just gotta automatically be like, yo, why the fuck you looking over my?
Literally. Hey, bro, come on, bro. Can I have my phone back?
I'm just gonna step over here for a minute now.
Literally, like, bro. See, now I gotta go to Facebook, Snapchat, or something. Like, bro, dang, you all in my Kool-Aid, don't even know what the flavor is.
I saw one of the most disturbing things on Twitter one time. It was this really big lady, and they were smuggling cocaine. She like a brick of cocaine just like fell out of her vagina. Just like you just open up Twitter and it's just whoop,
big ass brick.
Yeah.
Hell no.
That was how I opened up Twitter that day.
Bro, that would be some shit. Like, imagine you wake up and see that shit. Like, because, most times people grab a phone before they do anything. So you open up Twitter, all you see is a cocaine. Like, damn, bro. It couldn't have been weed. No, you had to pick cocaine. Like, bro. I'm like, no, we not body shaming at all. It's just the fact that it was cocaine.
Yeah, that
we don't body shame at all. Period.
No, we don't. We don't discriminate at all here in the McAllister Hours podcast. But no, like I can't imagine because that cocaine, unless it was like sealed, that would have to get into your bloodstream and all that. Like that would have to infect the fuck out of your vag. It would have to affect
something, and then like you're smelling it. How do you do cocaine? It looked like you smell it. I ain't never did it, and I ain't gonna try it. That is not my cup of tea.
Well, and that shit's getting your, because cocaine gets in your bloodstream. That's how. Not that I've tried cocaine before, I understand. Not that I judge either, but it works through your bloodstream. So if that's in your body, that's obviously gonna get in your bloodstream somehow. So fuck, she must have been riding out some kind of.
Had to. She had to be doing a mission. Bro. On some GTA type shit.
You better be making some fucking money if you're gonna fucking doing that.
What? Bro, and females would do it for a Michael Kors bag. What? A Michael Kors bag?
Buying an item off their wish list for their OnlyFans or something like that.
Literally, bro. For the OnlyFans, bro. But hey, get your bag by any means.
Hey, it's true. I mean, I guess make money how you can,
Literally.
If you got a body, fucking, use it.
Hey.
So have you
coins? Because niggas be broke.
Yeah, I mean that is the fundamental problem, isn't it? I guess OnlyFans kind of bridges that gap. You can you can imagine that you're with a.
Bro, like if you're with a girl, she got an OnlyFans, bro. She's probably making more money than you, unless if she not posting or she ugly. Like if she's not posting, that's her problem, but. If you got an ugly girl on OnlyFans, bro, get your life, please. But,
what do you think about guys who are like dating OnlyFans chicks? I think it's sad.
Make sure you get that PS5. Make sure you get that PS5.
Yeah, right. Half of your shit better be on that wish list
Literally.
too, right?
Like, bro, if my girl decided for us to make OnlyFans, bro, I'm recording. What? I'm getting my. Okay, I don't play video games like that anymore, but I will be surely getting my PS5. I'm surely getting my studio time. Bro, what you think this is?
We're pitching it at least. At the bottom line, you gotta be helping each other out.
Bro, for real. But you gotta make sure I'm in the videos too. Bro.
So would that be a thing for you that would have to be in the agreement or just whatever?
Bro, I'm like, as long as you're not not linking with these niggas.
I see what you're saying.
Things be dirty.
So keeping it in house, just projecting it. Right. That's all good.
Like if my girl wanted to do it, like it had to be me and her. Like if she wanted to do some solo shit, then all right, cool. Cause I'm the only one hitting the skins anyway. You niggas aren't. I am. So.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's interesting. Have you had any experiences performing? Obviously, nobody's. I mean, well, I think there are some things starting to happen, but I think performing's kind of.
No, I haven't performed yet, but I want to. I really do. I've been telling everybody, come on, bro, book me. Like, come on.
I guess that's another thing that I've always been trying to figure out, like how you get on, like how you perform. I mean, I guess a lot of it's just connections and
right, just networking.
Yep.
That's a problem because I don't like people that much.
That's my problem too. Like
it's like networking is like the biggest thing, but I don't like people because people are weirdos. So,
well, yeah, I mean, there's that. I mean, I don't know about you, but like for me, I'm usually more of an anxious person, so that kind of plays into it too. You know, I can go to a local show, but like the chance of me actually like, you know,
there, yo,
right,
bro. But I'll do it though, cause like, bro.
Do you go any local shows really, or?
Not really. I don't even party like that.
Okay, you're just.
I want to. I'm gonna start here pretty soon because I'm an artist, so like I have to.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to play that game, it's probably a good thing to do.
But like, there's a lot of local artists here that's actually inspired me to rap. So.
Oh, like who? If you don't mind me asking, who?
TC, Honor Roll Kid. It's the whole Honor Roll because I used to go to school with all of them.
Okay.
So it's like, and then but like that was when around the time I wasn't even rapping yet. Like that was the time when I was first listening to rap, and then. Who else locally? There's a whole bunch of people. I can't even name them all right now.
See, that's kind of the thing is like there's so much going on here. It's hard to fucking filter through it.
Right, UVT.
UVT, you said?
Yeah, UVT.
UVT, okay.
Yeah, us versus them. They cold.
So what are they doing? Are they like? Are they dropping a lot of shit? Or? Okay.
They're a collective. They cold. I was just recording at their studio.
Oh,
it was my first studio session ever. Everything else is in the house.
Damn. So is that pretty high level production what they're doing, or?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn. And that's just here in Des Moines, their studio and all that. Fuck. I mean, that's what's really important, having those connections and all that.
Having connections, and then make sure your quality's up, because that's what people used to tell me all the time. Like, bro, we like your music, but we don't listen because the quality's trash. Come on now, bro. For real.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that sucks about like hip hop and the internet is it's really hard for people to take you seriously when you're just on the internet.
Right.
You gotta have something.
Especially like when you like try to be a comedian on the internet.
Right.
Like, bro, if you're a comedian on the internet and then you try to rap, bro, especially like you try to talk that pain, like bro, they're not gonna take you serious because they think you're trying to be funny.
Yeah,
stupid.
Well, I mean, I guess you could be like the Lil Dicky-esque and like actually be a troll.
But it only works for some people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
like,
not
Lil Dicky. He can really rap, but he's really funny too, and like he can make his raps funny. So I mean, they take him serious for that. And then he was on Double XL. Come on.
You know, it's a really interesting thing about hip hop. I've always thought about. It's like it's one of the few genres I think where you can actually get away with being funny. Mm-hmm. You know, Eminem did it like all the fucking time.
Right.
I mean, he was hilarious, some of those fucking skits. But it was still like a fucking raw, serious album.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fucking interesting.
I don't really know because I didn't listen to Eminem like that.
Really?
I did, but I didn't. Cause like I watched 8 Mile a lot. Then I was like, all right, well, you know, I'm finna go listen to Eminem, and then like there was like one song that would come on, and I'll just be like, never mind.
Huh? Are you listening to like his later shit or his earlier shit? Do you even know?
Like it was like early on, like before My Name Is.
Oh wow, that would have been. Well, that would probably have been Infinity.
But like you see, I wanted to do my history before I started rapping, so it's like when I came into it, I wouldn't be stupid. Because you don't want to be, oh yeah, I'm a hip hop fan. All right, well, who's your favorite artist? Oh, and say somebody new, like, bro, you don't like Tupac? And then there's always that one dummy, who's Tupac? I know who Tupac is, bro.
You think Tupac is still alive?
No. No. Trust me, with everything going on, if Tupac was alive, bro, he would have popped out like, all right, bro, this enough. He would have came back from Cuba.
Yeah, right. He would have been over it by now.
Literally.
What about what do you think about the hologram they did of him? What do you have an opinion on that, or?
Bro, let the dead rest.
That's how I feel.
Please,
110%.
Cause they might try to do some like that with Pop Smoke. Like, can't nobody do the woo walk like that, man.
Well, not like kind of in the. I mean, not really that same thing, but kind of similar. Like they're thinking about doing that in film. Because did you see that The Irishman?
Nah.
Basically what they did is they took these old ass actors like Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro. They didn't do a very good job because I mean they're still trying the technology. But
right.
The theory is like in 5-10 years this technology can get so good where you can bring back these like old actors that are literally dead. You can have Marlon Brando in like a movie in 10 years, and that's gonna like completely wipe out the existence of celebrity and all that.
That would
essentially
be stupid. Like, bro, they're dead. Like,
right?
Why would you try to, bro? They are dead. DEAD, dead. Like, bro, you gonna try to bring the dead back? Like, bro, what? And then watch, they go turn into zombies and it's gonna be over with. I wasn't good at Call of Duty Zombies, so.
Well, that's the thing with like technology and like virtual reality. Mm-hmm. Fuck, you could potentially bring anyone back in terms of that. It's
exactly.
Fucking creepy.
That would be weird.
Fucking weird. So I noticed you wearing a mask. Obviously, taking precautions for COVID. How's that affected you? Last couple months.
Like, cause I'm in school right now, so like I can't go to school. It sucks.
What school are you going to, if you don't mind?
I'm at DMAC right now.
Oh, and what are you going for?
Graphic design and information technology.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Double major.
Fuck yeah. I'm doing DMAC too. I'm going. So I decided for this semester I'm just going to do the one class because I personally am not a fan of online. I really don't like the. I
hate it online.
I really don't like. Well, I don't know if you know for next semester, but they're gonna basically anything that can be online is gonna stay online. Right. Very few classes I think are going to meet in person, and they're probably going to have precautions up the ass. So I'm just going to try to work.
That's what I do. I just work.
Yeah. Where do you work?
And work on my music. Like I work at this grill place.
Okay.
It's trash.
No, food service is interesting, man. I did that for like 5-6 years.
Right.
It's fucking brutal. I couldn't deal with the people. That was like
that's why I hate it, because people are weirdos. Like, bro,
they're weird and they're rude.
Literally, like, bro, how are you mad because the sandwich comes like this? Like, bro, it's literally on the menu what it says, and then you want to get mad. I don't get it. Just say you didn't want that. Weirdos.
Yeah, I've worked a lot in like West Des Moines area. Mm-hmm. There's so many fucking prissy ass bitches that come through that thing. If they have just no concept of reality, and if one single thing on their food item is fucked, then they're
I said I wanted no sesames on my bun. Like, bro, all right, damn. Did you want?
You
Starbucks
need to pick
too?
out. You need to take tweezers and pick out every single
literally,
sesame seed.
Bro. Gluten is not going to kill you unless if you're allergic to gluten. Like, if you're allergic to gluten, this doesn't apply. But if you're not, bro, gluten is not going to kill you.
Well, even with that shit, you know, a lot of the debate is that it's the pesticides. It's not actually the gluten because, you know, we as a species have been intaking gluten for so long. It doesn't really make any sense for us to, you know, that's the factor that's changed. But yeah, man, fuck food service.
Yes.
Hopefully we can all make a living doing all this shit and we don't have to worry about that anymore, you know?
Hey, what Kodak say? I also. That would be live.
Fuck, we're like hitting the half-hour mark. I don't know. Are you comfortable talking about anything with drugs or anything like that? Or what? So you're on probation right now, is that correct? Do you mind? I'm kind of curious. Do you mind getting into that?
I actually don't want to talk. About that
we don't have to. Okay, no, don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, I shouldn't have even asked. But what are some of your, like, are you advocate, like, because that's are you usually advocate of like marijuana, acid, or anything like that?
I'm for sure for marijuana. I'm for sure for it. But with any other drug, I'm not really for it. I used to be addicted to lean really bad. So then, like, nah, lean is not it. Kick the cup.
Yeah, that's how I've always felt. I've tried it once. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. It's like taking a quarter of a Xanax. You know, it's kind of just like whatever.
Bro, it's not it, bro, and it's expensive.
Yeah, no, well, I mean that too. I mean, you know, marijuana at least has positive benefits,
right? Like,
you know, you're not getting any of that.
Yeah, but any other drug besides weed, I'm not for it.
Okay. No, I mean, I totally respect that.
But it's like, if you do it, I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah.
But don't offer me it because I'm going to tell you no. And then if you keep offering it, then I'm going to have to fry you because why are you offering it to me? I don't want it.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
if you do it, I'm not going to judge you. Because think about it. You judge somebody, but, like, let's say I started drinking lean again. And I'm talking crap about somebody because they're doing crack. Well, you drink lean. Okay, but I don't do crack.
I would not compare the two, but
yeah, but it's like, it's not just as bad, but it's just as bad because it's like you have your own flaws, so don't. Everybody has flaws, so don't judge somebody off their flaws because you got your own.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes into also, like, you know, what defines a drug.
Right.
You know, that we don't need to get into that, but that's like a whole can of worms I think people should really think about, you know, before they take anything, before they...
Right, like, know what you're doing before you do it.
Exactly. Like, be informed. Don't do shit to be cool. I think that's especially in the hip-hop game, I think that's a really easy thing for people to do.
That's a lot of reason why niggas drink lean, because they see rappers do it.
Yeah,
that's why niggas pop perks, is because they see rappers do it.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to be in that. They think like taking that drug will put them in that.
Like, nigga, you niggas can't even spell Percocet without autocorrect.
Well, like, you know, that's...
I'm talking about you. You know who I'm talking about.
Well, that's like my thing with Coke, you know. I might hang out with people who do Coke, but I just say, no, I'm good.
Like, y'all do y'all, but...
Yeah, I'm fucking good. Yeah, exactly. You know, that doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it either. You don't need to.
It's like I'll tell you, like, bro, I'm cool. Like, I don't. Nah, it's not. Bro, come on, bro. I said no, didn't I? Damn. Dumbass J.
You know, don't you? I hate, not that you deal with this, but like, when I deal with like drug dealers who are like just trying to sell me fucking everything, you know, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to buy weed. That's it. You know?
This is not what we came here for.
I'm not interested in your pills or your powder or whatever at all. So yeah, I mean, as I try to say, don't do drugs just to be fucking cool and to just, you know, be part of the group.
Hey, but we all failed the dare line. Keep it a bean.
You know, and everybody makes mistakes too. You
Literally,
know,
like we know, but. Remember, we all had to take that little pledge in, like, 4th grade where we were never going to do drugs.
Oh, yeah. The
little dare line. Dare to be different.
You know, Dare took pot off their ship.
Oh, well, then some of us is good then. Some of y'all good, but
probably took alcohol off too, though. You know.
Yeah.
I
don't think alcohol's a drug.
Really?
I don't think it's a drug.
Why is that? Just because of how you intake it, or like?
I just never thought of it as a drug. Like, I know it like has effects on your body, but like I never seen it in that fashion to where it's like a drug.
Really?
Yeah, but I never seen weed as a drug either.
You never dealt with like hard alcoholics or anything like that?
I mean, I have.
Well, I guess you're only 20, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you got some.
I don't
years.
even like alcohol. So
you'll run into those people at some point, I'm sure. It always happens.
Bro, and I don't like being around drunk people. Like,
yeah.
So,
no, I mean, I I like to kick back a few beers.
Right,
like
really if you like, as long as you know your limit, you're cool with me. You feel
exactly.
Me? Like, if you get like sloppy, stupid, goofy drunk, all right, bro, I'm out.
Then we got a problem. Yeah.
Right. That's when it's like, all right, bro, chill out. Like, you're drinking too much.
No, I mean, I can't tell you how many, personally, how many relationships and friendships have been ruined just because
of people's habits and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and drinking especially, it's
because, bro, like drinking ain't it.
It's really interesting how I mean, I know you don't consider it a drug. I think it's personally, I consider it to be like one of the worst, not worst because I enjoy it, but like if abused, it can be one of the worst.
If it's like, if you abuse it, then it's a drug.
Yeah, I guess that's why I would argue. So,
yeah. Like when you put it in that fashion, because I never thought about it like that. But if you can abuse it, it's a drug.
You ever seen Leaving Las Vegas?
Mm-mm.
You should check that out. It's an old movie from 1995 with Nicolas Cage, and he plays like, I just watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago. He plays like this raging alcoholic, and the film is a little ludicrous because of like the amount he's drinking, because he like there's like because this whole thing is his life derails from divorce and loses his kid, and he kind of just burns everything and goes to Las Vegas and decides to drink himself to death. So there's like scenes where he's like going into a shower with like 2 bottles of vodka, and he's just like pounding down a bottle of vodka, and then he's like opening the other one.
I know his throat had to be on fire.
Well, in the movie they probably
probably propped it, but like if it was like for real, bro, his throat had to be on fire.
Well, I mean that's like a lethal. I mean, for anyone normal, that's a lethal dose of vodka. I mean, you would die. I mean, I think I would probably be on the verge of death if I drank that much. When I was like a really bad alcoholic, I used to go through about 3 bottles a week of whiskey, and like, but which is a lot. But like, I couldn't imagine like getting up to a bottle in a sitting.
Bro, that's a lot.
It's a yeah.
Like, think about it, bro. Like, niggas be complaining about the price of Hennessy. Think about it, bro. I don't remember because I used to have to. I worked at a job where I had to sell alcohol, but like, bro, I remember this one bottle of thing of Hennessy was like $35. Y'all niggas be trying to take pictures with it to look cool. Y'all be sharing the same bottle. We know. Don't, bro. You and your bro picture had the same amount. Stop it. Stop the cap.
Do you think it's a cult thing? I've never tried Hennessy. I am like a whiskey guy, so I mean, maybe it's just because of my skin. I haven't tried it, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's like people actually enjoy it, or do you think it's just a culture thing?
I think it's just for people to look cool.
Bro, I got Henny.
I feel like there are way better whiskeys, Like if you're trying to look bougie, there's like, I have this like, you go to a bar,
I think it's like more for like parties and shit like that when you take pictures.
Yeah.
Think about it. In a lot of music videos, you don't see Thunderbird.
Yeah, yeah.
You see Hennessy.
I think that'd be like a really interesting way to like change the Iowa music scene, though, like to kind of play on that like the trash, like the Midwest trash mentality that people have. Just be like throwing up like almost like a parody.
Literally.
Just do a video where you
do a video at Casey's.
Yeah.
I was just talking about Casey's earlier. Like, bro, what's really good in the Midwest? Casey's.
Pizza. You're like in the video, you're just dipping a piece of pizza in like a vat of fucking ranch.
Bro, that's gross. That wouldn't be me in that video. But hey, to each their own. But no, sir.
I've always kind of wanted to take like the comedy route in a sense. Like even with this podcast, are you familiar with Eric Andre?
Kind of a little bit.
He does this. It's called the Eric Andre Show. It's like a daily show. Like John, like Stephen Colbert or whatever, any night show. He parodies it, and basically the goal is to make his guests as uncomfortable as possible. And when thinking of this podcast, I actually kind of was in my back of my head. I was like, "What if I just did a fucking podcast?" And every guest, I just was just so obnoxious and absurd. I just asked the most uncomfortable questions and just got in your face or like.
And then bro, and then people would just look at you like.
I just start like pounding whiskey, like fucking Christ, and just like yelling crazy shit.
Literally,
you know?
and then there's gonna be that one Karen that's gonna be in the audience. That's gonna be like, "Where's the manager?" Bro,
who is this fucking guy? It would have been interesting though. Who knows? Maybe a second podcast will originate where I totally strip my ego away and I'm just embody the Eric Andre.
that would be funny.
What about All Gas No Breaks?
All Gas No Breaks.
He's fuck. Damn it, I'm not recording, but I'm not recording the screen. But basically, he does. You should look him up on YouTube sometime. He goes around the world, around the U.S. with the RV, and his goal is to just interview the most insane people you ever fucking meet. He actually goes to Florida and like New Vegas and places, and just like interviews like randos on the streets who are just like babbling crazy fucking shit. There's a point where he gets offered DMT and he actually takes it, like a hippie guy just like gives him DMT. He's like, "All right, cool," and he puts it in his fucking pocket. It's fucking nuts,
Hell
man.
no.
Definitely check that out. If you want like a solid hour of entertainment, fucking check out All Gas No Breaks. Fuck, we're at like the 40-minute mark. We've been talking for quite a bit here. I do have one question that I want to kind of touch upon with you. I'm not saying that you necessarily experienced this, but I think we were kind of talking about being on the internet and all that kind of stuff. And when you're kind of playing that game, it's really easy to get into like a negative mindset or that. And, even if you get like negative feedback, if people are like talking shit about you, talking trash, do you have any advice for people who might be, dealing with that, either as a rapper or whatever?
It really depends on the situation because I like to talk shit. So, just the other day, this female tried to come at me. I'm like, bro, how are you a $40 hoe that don't have $40? Stop it. Get your life. Like, your boyfriend wants to rap like me. Stop it. Literally, your boyfriend's in my inbox every day for features. Stop it. So it's like, it really depends. Like, if you just gotta have thick skin to be on the internet, to be honest. Because I'm tired.
That's true.
I'm tired of seeing weenies on the internet. Literally get mad over one little thing. But, like, if you feel like you're a weenie, bro, either stay off the internet or block the people that are, like, bro, like, if you can't sit at the spittoon, go to Weenie Hut Juniors. You're good. We might clown you, but, hey. Come on, bro.
Well, that's a good perspective, some good advice for sure.
Mm-hmm. If you, like what's the name said, if you can't take the heat, get your out the kitchen. Oh, bro.
It's good advice. Yeah. You definitely have to roll the punches to play this game.
Especially with the internet, bro. 90% of the people on the internet you're never going to see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely. It's just
especially on apps like Twitter. Like, you're not going to see them in person.
No, never. I mean, it's like, half that is probably bots or, people with like 5 accounts,
Literally.
It's whatever.
Fan pages.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj fan page. At that. Doja Cat stands. Like, come on, bro.
Exactly. Well, I think that's a pretty good note to end it on. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about, promote before we wrap this up?
Actually, yeah. So on Friday, I got my first music video coming out.
Oh, really?
Famous.
Oh, there we go.
So that's coming on Friday.
You should send me your link to your YouTube channel so I can throw that in the description.
Bet I'm gonna send it to you. And then Alejandro Kemp on the way. That's the album. And I got a lot of heat coming.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, I'm looking forward to it, man. You've been doing some good stuff.
Sir.
Oh shit. Oh, wait. God damn it. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm so out of it today. All right.
I was gonna say I could freestyle if you want to hit the hour mark.
What the hell's going on? Oh shit. Well, that's a weird. I don't know why that's.
I'm kind of retarded.
There we go. Okay.
That would be dope. Like I said.
Fucking technology, man. It's a bitch. I'm so sick of it. Usually we have a producer, but she works during the week, so we're gonna start going every Saturday, so that way we can do that. Thank you everybody who's been listening. Thank you, JandroBands, for coming on. I'm excited to see your video Friday. I wish you luck in the future. I hope you do well. Keep grinding. And yeah, and for everybody else listening, I hope you guys have all been drinking or chilling, having a good time while you've been listening to this. In a few days, we're gonna have local merch and just overall influencer, just interesting fucking guy. His name is Chef DeValiant. He's gonna be talking about some shit. It's gonna be really interesting, really fucking awesome stuff. In the meantime, everybody stay real, stay cool,
And don't drop out of school.
Don't drop out of high school. Yeah, I mean, there's a Chris Rock bit. It's like, if you drop out in the 10th grade, you might as well drop out in the 2nd grade. And the person in 2nd grade is going to get a job because he has 10 years work or 8 years work experience on you. That's good. So, you know, so don't drop out of high school.
That's a definitive fact.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.